What's up everyone? How's it going today? Justin Japan here with another video. Now for this video I want to talk about my favorite thing, which is of course money. Okay, it's probably my second favorite thing right after curry rice. No, I'm just kidding. In all seriousness though, for this video I want to track my spending over the course of the week. And now I want to do this for a couple of reasons. The first being I just like talking about personal finance and investing. And number two, because before I came to Japan, people always talked to me about the culture, workplace do's and don'ts, the best places to travel, which of course are important things. But no one ever really talked about the basic living expenses in Japan. Now I usually track my spending, so I actually have a pretty good idea of what I spend in a week, what I spend in a month, but I thought it would still be a really fun idea. And so I have my laptop with my budget actually already opened up on it. Coffee, as well as my big fixed expenses broken down into what they cost per week. So with that said, I'm ready to get started. And hopefully, I don't disappoint my favorite personal finance YouTuber, Graham Stephan. Now the first expense I want to talk about is of course rent. This is usually everyone's biggest expense. And my rent every month is 40,000 yen or 10,000 yen per week, which when you convert it to US dollars is about $73.53 per week. And obviously this is extremely cheap. And there's a couple reasons for that. The first being that I live in probably the cheapest prefecture in Japan. If it's not the cheapest, it's definitely top 5. And number two, if you watched my apartment tour video, you know I live in a pretty small, I'll just say room. I don't know. Best way to describe it. But I do live pretty close to downtown. It's like a 10-minute bike ride away. So all in all, I think it's a good deal because I'm actually not in my room very much anyway. Alright, moving on to my utilities. I mainly pay for gas and electricity. And my gas can range anywhere from about 3,000 yen up to 6,000, 6,500 yen. So for per month, I chose somewhere in the middle, about 4,500 yen. I thought that was a good middle point. And per month, that comes out, or per week, that comes out to 1,125 yen for gas. Or about $8.27, which is, again, pretty cheap. Oh, I did forget to mention one thing, that I am using the conversion rate as of today, which is 136 yen. Gets you $1 US, which is absolutely terrible. But I digress. My electricity, again, is really cheap in the summer actually. This past month, I actually got it down to 2,700 yen, but in the winter it can be around 5,000, 5,500 yen. So I went with somewhere in the middle, and I thought 4,000 yen was a good price. So that cost about 1,000 yen per week, or $7.35 per week. Alright, so next up is my phone bill, which is usually a little under 4,000 yen per month. I just decided to round it up to 4,000 to make the math easier. And the phone bill changes a little bit every month depending on how many messages or phone calls I make. But most people in Japan use the Line messaging app, which I would really recommend downloading when you come to Japan. And so anything you do through Line is basically free. And so if anyone doesn't have Line, don't trust them because they are super shady. Okay, I'm just kidding. My phone bill, since it's about 4,000 yen per month, is about 1,000 yen per week, or again $7.35 per week. Next up, we have my monthly subscriptions. So I pay for Netflix, Disney Plus, Spotify Premium. I have a gym membership, and last I have a little health insurance type thing that I pay for on the side. And all in all that adds up to about 15,618 yen per month, or 3,904 yen per week, totaling $28.71. So when you add up my rent, gas, electricity, phone bill, and subscriptions, it all comes out to, let's see, 17,029 yen per week, or $125.21. I'd actually never converted this number into USD, and when I finally do, it seems super cheap. I'm actually really happy with that number, not gonna lie. Alright, if you're enjoying this video so far or finding it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Just in Japan. Alright, with my fixed expenses and subscriptions out of the way, it is finally time to go to the grocery store. I'm actually starting this video on a Sunday, and there's a reason for that, and it's because I buy pretty much all my groceries up through Thursday on Sunday for a couple of reasons. Number one, just buying all my groceries at once reduces trips to the grocery store, which saves me money because I always buy random stuff whenever I go to the grocery store. It's unavoidable. And number two, I just hate going to the grocery store after work. After work, I just want to come home and relax. So, I'm going to go get that out of the way so I can go do something more fun. Alright, I'm back from the supermarket, and if you can't tell, my hair is kind of fritzy because it's super hot and humid outside, and I was sweating a bit just walking to the supermarket. I cranked up the AC, but I'm still kind of hot. Anyway, the most important point is how much I spent in the supermarket, and that was 6,673 yen. And like I said, I do buy most of my food for the week on Sunday, so this should get me at least up until Friday. On the way home, I also stopped by the drugstore because I needed new razor blade cartridges, which you can imagine cost me a lot of money. Luckily, the razor blade cartridges, and I only have to buy them once every 2 months, I think. So it's not an every week expense. And at the drugstore, I spent 5,091 yen for a grand total of 11,764 yen today. Which this should be my largest spending day this week. So hopefully I can save money the rest of the week. Alright. So it's Monday morning, and yesterday I actually forgot to buy coffee when I was at the supermarket. So I just spent 700 yen on some drip coffee to make coffee at work, and also some freshly brewed coffee from the konbini. I'm sure somewhere Graham Stephan is really mad at me right now, but I need the caffeine. Monday is officially over, and my grand total for the day was only 700 yen for the bit of coffee I buy in the morning. So I have to say, in terms of spending money, it was a pretty good day, actually. Tomorrow, it's just going to be a normal day, so I'll wake up at 5:15, eat breakfast, go to the gym, and then head to work. I'm not anticipating spending too much money tomorrow, so we'll see if that holds true. So this morning I spent 367 yen at the konbini buying milk for my protein I make at work since I go to the gym every morning. And I also bought a little snack while I was there. But more importantly, I just sold something on Mercari, which is like a secondhand online app here in Japan. It's really useful. The only downside is that it's only available in Japanese. So if you don't know Japanese, you need to find someone who knows Japanese or use Google Translate to figure it out. That said, I don't actually find out how much I make on the sale until the cardigan arrives at the recipient, which is unfortunate. But I definitely came out positive for today because I should at least get 500 yen for it. So it's the end of the day, got home, made dinner, and for dinner I made some hijiki rice, and I bought some octopus sashimi and some potato salad to eat with it on Sunday. But the most important thing is that my grand total so far for the week as of Tuesday night is 12,801 yen, or just over $100, which I think is pretty good so far for the week. So see how the rest of the week goes. Hopefully nothing crazy comes up. So it's now Wednesday, and I didn't spend any money before work or during work today, which is obviously great. But my Japanese lessons are usually on Wednesday, and I'm studying for the in one level of the JLPT, which is the most difficult level. So I usually buy dinner from the kombini just to have a little bit of extra time to relax and recover before my lesson, which I think is completely worth it since I make dinner most other days. So what I got tonight was some spring rolls. What else do I have in here? This katsudon from the kombini, as well as a little bit of yogurt. God, I'm sweating so much. Please don't judge me. I can get it out. Some yogurt, as well as these little protein snacks I really like. I got all this for for 1,227 yen, and my Japanese lesson cost 1,000 yen for 90 minutes, which, let's be real, is a really good deal actually. Basically a steal. So that will bring my total for the day up to 2,227 yen. So overall, still not a bad day. Alright, so it's Thursday now, and unfortunately today I actually ran out of protein for after the gym, so I used my lunch break to go buy some more protein along with a few other... There's a fire somewhere apparently. So I used my lunch break to go buy some protein along with a few other snacks, and that cost me about 3,200 yen. Where's this fire? Pushing my total up to about this week? About Ichiman, so about 15,000 yen. So just under $150. So still not bad since it's only Thursday. Alright, so it's Friday afternoon. Work for the week is finally done. So it's time to relax with some nice curry. The only problem is, over the course of the week, I ran out of potatoes, onions, meat, and I don't even have the little block that you use to make curry. I'm not sure what it's actually called, but you can find them anywhere in any supermarket. So, since I don't have anything to make curry with, that means I have to go to the supermarket and spend even more money on food. So let's go. So I got a bag of potatoes, onions, some chicken, plus I restocked on my bread, all for 840 yen, which I feel like is pretty good, and I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping my spending down so far this week. So I finally got my curry made, and I love curry for two reasons. Number one, it's just my favorite food to make at home, so you can't go wrong. And number two, I always make too much of it, so I have some to eat for lunch or as like a snack the next day. Before I do eat my curry though, I do want to talk about my other expense for the day, which was this book I bought off of Amazon that I heard about on one of my favorite podcasts. And that book is called Extreme Ownership. Extreme Ownership is written by two former Navy SEALs, and they talk about their experiences fighting in the Middle East and what those experiences taught them about leadership and life. It cost me $16.04, so about 1,800 yen, bringing my total for the week up to about 20,000 yen, or just under $200. Alright, so it's about noon on Saturday, and this morning I actually went to the doctor to get some cream for my hands because I've been having a few problems with eczema lately, just from using cleaning supplies every day, and also they don't turn on the AC where I work, so I sweat pretty much every day right now. And so the sweat and the cleaning supplies mixing is probably creating some problems for my hands. Anyway, that trip to the doctor cost 1,960 yen, or just about $19. So it's still pretty cheap, I think. And after the trip to the doctor, I went to the kombini to buy a protein bar for after I go to the gym later, and some iced coffee. Even though every time I buy coffee that I don't make at home now, I feel like I'm disappointing Graham Stephan. Anyway, it was only 150 yen, so not quite as expensive as Starbucks, but still really good. So hopefully Graham isn't quite as disappointed. Anyway, after I finish eating my wrap and drinking my coffee, I'm going to head to the gym. And I was hoping to wait until the rain died down a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen until late today. So I'm just going to have to go to the gym in the rain, which is fine. It's fun going to the gym in the rain.
They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care.
It's currently Sunday morning, and last night was my friend's party, and there was a lot of fun. My friend has a really large apartment, especially compared to mine. And he also has a great view of the mountains, but that said, he's a little far away from the downtown area and all the restaurants, which guess gives me the win. Not that it's a competition or anything. Anyway, the more important point is how much money I spent. And on drinks and snacks, I spent 2,076 yen, and that got me about 5 cans of alcohol, as well as a few donuts, chips, and my protein snacks, because I always need protein. And then we actually got invited during the party to go out to a bar with this guy we all know, and drinks at the bar ended up costing me another 1,800 yen. So I guess that did bring my grand total up to the night to 3,876 yen. Which, all in all, I don't think is too bad for a night out. And now, since that was the final expense, it is time to calculate the grand total for the week, which conveniently I already did here. And it is 44,272 yen, or $325 and 53 cents. One more time, that's $325.53. Which, when I stop and think about it, that's actually really cheap. And because per month, that $325 basically becomes, what, $1,300? If I'm right, I just did that off the top of my head. Which leaves me a lot of room for savings and investments. Now, am I surprised by how small this number is? Actually, not really. Like I said, I usually track my spending, and I do my best to actually live kind of frugally. I don't buy anything super extravagant. That'll do it for the video today. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to Just in Japan. That said, I'll see you next time. Mata ne.